It can be braised, turned into stews, served as a main dish, or even used as medicine. The national flower of Mexico. A single cactus can yield up to 300 uses. Yet it hasn't managed to win the favor of foodies domestically. As a household staple, like cabbage, every spring and summer, Mexicans begin cultivating land. To plant cacti, the soil is thick, and farmers spread a thin layer of manure over the plantation. Cacti thrive in alkaline soil. While they can grow almost anywhere, they flourish even better in nutrient-rich soil. Another group of workers detaches mature pads from old cacti. After selection, the pads are transferred to new plantations. Here, the cactus begins a new chapter in its life. The pads are laid flat in the plantation at set intervals. They are placed diagonally into prepared trenches, where workers sprinkle fertilizer evenly, using soda bottles to distribute it near the cactus roots. Then, the roots are covered with soil, and the planting process is complete. Cacti are incredibly drought-resistant. In the first month after planting, they require no watering. In arid desert regions, they only need watering 2 to 4 times a month after. Elsewhere, rainfall alone is sufficient to sustain their growth. After a year, the cacti grow to about 1 meter tall. If they are intended as vegetables, they can be harvested now. Workers pick the newly grown cactus pads, place them into plastic crates, and stack them neatly. The cuts made during harvesting won't produce new growth, but new buds will sprout elsewhere on the plant. The harvested cactus pads are still tender, with no sharp spines yet. Their skin resembles the texture of a bitter melon. These pads can even be eaten raw. After enough pads are collected, workers load the crates onto trucks and transport them to vegetable markets. At the market, the cactus pads are sold wholesale to various vendors and offered in different forms. After a little processing of the outer skin, they can be turned into a variety of dishes. Meanwhile, the cacti still growing in the plantation continue their cycle of life. Occasionally, there are small troubles, even though it's fully armed. Some insects still take a liking to it. Cochineal bugs are considered a luxury item in other places, but they are unwelcome in the plantation. As soon as workers spot them, they are immediately removed. After about 3 years, cacti bloom for the first time. Once pollinated by bees, the fruit begins to swell, transforming into spiky, cylindrical little bumps. Around 4 months after flowering, the fruits reach their harvest period. The cactus is covered in colorful fruits. Harvesting fruit is much more dangerous than picking young pads. By this time, the cactus is fully grown, with sharp spines covering both the fruits and the pads. Workers wear gloves and headgear for protection. But even so, injuries still happen occasionally. The hard spines are incredibly sharp, and they have barbs that make them easy to pierce but hard to remove. If not careful, the spines can even puncture gloves. Don't think the spines exist just to deter people. These hard spines are actually cactus leaves. To adapt to dry environments, the cactus evolved this way. The freshly harvested fruits are loaded into baskets and transported to factories for processing. There they are sorted by size and quality. Fruits with good appearance are selected for packaging and sold as fresh fruit. At first glance, the structure of the pulp looks similar to dragon fruit, but in fact, its sweet and tangy flavor is even better. Fruits with poor appearance can be processed into jams or fruit wine for sale. Due to natural environmental limitations, Mexico can grow very few vegetables. Cacti are easy to grow and require little effort, and their taste is acceptable, so they've become the go-to choice. Domestically, they are rarely grown, mainly because there are too many substitutes. Niche fruits and vegetables have long harvesting cycles, low economic value, and fail to attract much investment interest. Thank you for watching. See you next time.